Yo, what's going on? You are now tuned in to the Inside Wolves podcast, your home for entertainment, enlightenment, where we discuss and give our takes on what's going on in not only music, entertainment, general news, and everything pop culture. Make sure you subscribe, share. Let's get into it.
But
Nigga already giving up the hope. That nigga
I'm not
already
giving up, yeah.
I
Yeah,
also
you
not
is.
giving
You
up
already
the hope,
Warriors
yeah.
in seven.
I'm saying unfortunately because they just I can see the well, this is what I say. The thing that I had I forgot who they were playing, yo. The Grizzlies, actually, the Grizzlies. And I'm not gonna lie to you, before John Morant got hurt, I was like shit. I was like, that young team is really running them
Kinda
out with them
pushing
old
them.
ass niggas.
Kinda
Yeah, them
pushing
old.
them.
Then I started to realize how old Golden State was. I was like, yo, this team is old as shit. It's like, this is an old ass team. And yeah, I think what you asked me, you said Klay Thompson was ready to do his thing last night. What would he do? He had like 20 something, I think, like 25.
25.
Yeah.
He got hot at one point, started really heating up. But to start the game, it was yeah.
Draymond's ass. Draymond is
Draymond
ass,
is
yo.
ass.
Yeah,
He's
he's fallen. He's fallen
Draymond
horribly.
is terrible.
He's
He's
fallen
not
really
the defensive
harshly.
stalwart that niggas try to make him
I-
out to be. And that makes him more of like a Patrick Beverly type player on the floor.
Yeah.
So he's liable. He's susceptible to that criticism because that
Yeah.
nigga don't be doing anything. Bricking shots. Niggas be getting buckets on him. Jaylen Brown literally singled the nigga out. Jaylen Brown said, yeah, no. ISO. Like
Yeah.
took
You know it's
Draymond.
bad. You know it's bad
Yeah.
when they call you out, especially in such high leverage moments too. It's
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, this is the matchup I wanted. No screen needed. This is actually exactly who I need on me.
Yo, you know what's funny? Yo, side note, it is so fucking hilarious, yo, when you watch them games and niggas like, yo, because I was watching it yesterday and Jaylen Brown, yeah, yeah, I forgot who that was on the left hand corner, yo. I think that was like, yo, I think it was Derek White or something like that, yo. He kept telling nigga get away, yo. He kept coming towards him. So yeah, he took the ball, he took the ball anyways, and he got the basket, yo. He was running back. He was like, nigga, I told you, get the fuck out the way.
Out the way.
I was like,
Yo.
yeah. I was like, yo, this nigga is geeking, but yo, yeah.
That's another nigga that been going oak this year. Nigga, Derek White has been
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, he is
The
too.
Celtics
Yeah.
as a unit, and that's something I think that a lot of people definitely took away from Game 3 was it was like a team effort in that one game. It wasn't because whenever
Nigga.
you watch them games, sometimes it's like, oh, this guy's got to save you. It's do or die with him. But every
Nigga.
time the ball found somebody, they somehow made the shot. It was just
Boy.
like, wow,
Mhm.
good
That
job.
defense was stifling. Oh
Yeah.
my
It was
god,
that's what I'm saying.
especially in
It
that
was a team
fourth.
effort.
Oh
It was
my
a team
god.
effort. But I'll say this: if Robert Williams don't get a bag after this season,
That boy's a defender, man.
that
Yeah,
That
he
boy,
wasn't
that
even
boy's
healthy.
a
that
Yo.
nigga's
He
defender.
wasn't
like
even
that.
healthy.
That's a
That
defender.
nigga's
Boy.
like that.
Not even fully healthy out here blocking 3-pointers, yo. Like
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. And I think that not even I know it's a huge help. The fact that like the defensive player of the year is not only on your team, but
Mhm,
he's a guard. That
mhm,
makes that's so beneficial. Like that's
mhm.
so beneficial because the most crazy scorers in the league today are guards. So to have
Yeah,
somebody who can put clamps on like a dominant scorer such as Steph, oh yeah,
yeah.
that's so useful.
Underrated scorer as well. Marcus Smart be
Yeah.
pissing me
Yeah,
off.
bro, he
Definitely
can score
underrated.
and low
Mhm.
key from what I've seen, low key a decent playmaker too. He's not
He's
nothing
yeah.
great, but he be throwing a look. He gets one or two passes a game where it's like, oh, that was good. Okay, Marcus Smart. Okay,
Yeah.
That's what he did back in college, yo. So it's cool to see them. They're getting him back to what he was in college, yo. That traditional type of point guard
point
type of
guard.
role, playmaking role. So that's cool, yo. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, definitely. That loss was on Draymond, yo. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah,
That loss was
he said
on
that in his
Draymond,
podcast.
yo.
Shout out to
Yeah,
the man out there in the podcast
yeah.
space out here with us.
When they said, when he fouled out, and I ain't gonna lie, I perked up so fast. They said Draymond Green fouled out 2 points. 2 points? What the? I said, at the time, I
Nigga
was
be
like,
having like 2, 4, and 3.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
nigga
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I definitely started geeking because I watched that when he got fouled out. Looked at the stat line at the bottom. I was like, "What the hell? What?
right,
What the hell?" I felt like he was in the
Mhm.
game way
Quinn,
longer to like even
Quinn,
accidentally accumulate more stats than
Quinn.
that. What the
I was at
hell?
the time. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, I know damn well it ain't 11 o'clock in the second quarter. Ain't no
Yeah.
way. And then I saw the fourth quarter. I was like, wait a minute. This nigga had 2 points in the fourth quarter. How many?
Yeah.
He played 35 minutes. Yeah, ain't no way, yo. Listen, man.
Yeah.
Steve need to talk to that boy, yo. Cause listen, all that hype that say that Draymond is the center of your defense, the heart and soul. Like fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit. That nigga was the jugular, yo. He was the
Yeah.
jugular last night. Fuck all that, yo. That's
I don't think their problem. I don't think their problem is offense. I think their problem is defense, and I think Kerr's gonna have to do something. I don't know why. I don't know why he won't just try out Kuminga, see if he can get a little spark, little youthful spark off the bench or something. Just you need to try something because that defense is not cutting it. Draymond is not built to bang with Al Horford or Robert Williams. It's just, I mean,
man.
something's
Imagine
gotta
if they
happen.
had James Wiseman, yo.
Mm.
That would have
Man,
been a
if they
huge
had
help
James
right
Wiseman,
there. That would have been
they
a
had
huge help.
they had
Yeah.
James Wiseman. I seen some highlights of him the other day. He's rehabbing and everything. Side note, y'all, the videographers, y'all gotta stop putting together these videos of niggas at high school courts. Like that's insane. Like a 7'1" nigga. I'm like, yo, why the fuck did the rib look that small? I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, these is high school
Niggas in a
banners,
high
nigga.
school
Like,
gym.
yeah, like that. But anyway, nah, yeah. When they get him back next year, oh man, that's gonna be crazy. I don't know if
That
they're
is a
gonna.
fact.
I don't know if they're making it to the finals again, but I mean, that's just gonna be a good talent to see. But
With everybody back, shoot, that's gonna
Yeah.
be crazy in the league next year. With everybody back.
yeah,
One more
man.
thing. One more thing about that series. Let me say this. And it's I don't it's fuck that nigga Skip Bayless for stealing my flow. But Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum to me. I put in Jaylen Brown over Jason Tatum in my book. I'm sorry.
You have been saying that for a minute.
That's
You
what I'm
have
saying.
been saying that for a minute.
I'm sorry.
I understand why you would say that though. I think I get it. Only reason that I think a lot of people wouldn't. Well, I don't know for everybody. For the reason I wouldn't agree with that, and the only reason is just because his highs are not as high as Jason's.
This is what I will say about it. I
I don't
think
think Jalen is so far apart from. I don't think Jason Tatum is better so far apart from Jalen offensively to offset how much Jalen's intangibles and his defense are like better than Jason Tatum to me. Like Jaylen Brown plays a fantastic defense, and his intangibles like that. He's a go getter. Like he's a hustler. He's a like
He
I
do be
just
playing
like
defense.
you want players that are moving like Jason Tatum on the court. I mean not Jason, the Jaylen Brown on the court. You want players that are moving like that on the court. So those things that equation puts him over Jason Tatum for me.
I say it's a lot easier to move like that when the weight isn't all on your shoulders like that. I think that's one thing I will say. Not to say that's not giving Jason Tatum a pass or nothing like that, but it definitely is a lot easier when you're a number two and you're a number two with number one skills, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because now it's like niggas are expecting you to go get a bucket, but they ain't expecting you to be as aggressive like that. Because look, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, the way like that first half was going, I thought them niggas was about to tag team quarters, yo. I thought they was about to score 20 every.
Remember, you're talking to a nigga that sat and watched all them Chicago games this season. So I sat and watched the nigga named Zach LaVine not do exactly what you're saying niggas should be able to do at that 2 spot.
Now listen,
so
Zach LaVine is not a. Hear me out. Zach LaVine is not a beacon, in my opinion. He is a all-star. He's not a superstar yet. His superstar level, it's not there yet. I don't see it. He has unmatched athleticism, but that's about it, in my opinion. The boy can get a bucket. He can shoot. He can definitely shoot and everything, but his athleticism is like that's like his downhill is his game, in my opinion.
Sounds like an
Jalen
amazing
Brown,
3.
there you go. I think he is definitely an amazing.
So
You know,
you're saying you said that
let me,
you threw that superstar. He's not a superstar. So Jalen Brown's a superstar.
I'll get to that in a second. I'll get to that in a second. I'm not saying that either, but I'll get to that in a second. Before I get to that, you know what I'm saying? We step in, you know what I'm saying? You can hear us
Step.
doing that. It's the Inside Wolves podcast. Hosted by yours truly, the Inside Wolves Entertainment Crew. It's your boy Jay Million, the Villion Hefe Millie. You know what I'm saying? Got my boy Rome to the right of me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
You know what I'm saying? Big Rome, blessed and highly favored. All I got to say.
What up? Q. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yes, sir. Man, Jalen Brown, I would not say he's a superstar yet, but his talent is definitely there. I thought he had superstar talent when he was at Cal. When he was at UCLA, man. I thought he had superstar talent there. It's just certain things that you see in certain guys, but once again, when
So
you're
he's
on
an
that
all-star.
he's an all-star, but he's a better all-star than Zach LaVine in my mind.
There's levels, I think. There's
It's
definitely
definitely there's
levels.
different levels. Yeah, I think there's different levels, and it's crazy because there's definitely different levels of All Star. I think Jalen Brown is a better All Star than Zach LaVine because Jalen Brown has that gear, and he turned that shit, and you see in that first quarter, he can just go. Like he can get you a bucket from anywhere. His shit is relentless. That's the thing. Like he's relentless from all over the floor. That's what, in my opinion, that is a superstar talent. When you got that shit in your mind to be like, fuck it. Like it's 5 seconds on the shot clock. Nigga, get away. Don't even look at me. I'm gonna take that shot. That's me. That's that superstar mentality. That's talent, yo, to be able to do that. But what you think, man? What you think?
Feel me?
Well, go ahead, Lee.
I don't know. I feel like the only thing that separates anyone at those levels, like you talking about all-star superstars and things like that, is your consistency and your impact. You know what I'm saying? Barring you being like a dominant force, like physically. Like, I mean, obviously Shaq is an all-star or a superstar because that nigga was just unstoppable. But I'm talking about the regular guys, like the only thing that separated Kobe being his 6'7" self, being a superstar, and someone like Zach LaVine is one, doing what you do at a high level and doing it consistently. You have to do it consistently over a period of time, and you have to do it in big moments, i.e. the playoffs and finals and stuff of that matter. And now superstar moniker also comes with a asterisk or a, you know what I'm saying, a requirement that you are able to carry a team to a championship level. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring them to a championship level. You have to be a player that can win a team a championship. So I think that's what makes a player a superstar for me, really.
You think Jalen Brown don't got that? Any of those?
He's literally in contention for winning this. I think he could be. I'm saying the only thing that makes him not a superstar in a lot of people's eyes, and a lot of people, you know I'm saying, a lot of players, not superstars in a lot of people's eyes, is consistency. If he did this next year and the year after, y'all would call him a superstar. I mean,
I think before I like real quick, I think a lot of it also has to do with living in the shadows a lot. Living in the shadows a lot because I think I mean a lot of people back then probably would have said, yeah, Scotty's an all-star. Superstar? I don't know. It's kind of hard to compare, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you have that, when we have a direct comparison on your team, you know what I mean? It's like, like constantly you're right next to Jason Tatum, who's literally, he's on that cusp. Like he's right there. Like you have 50% of people saying he's right, 50% saying he's a superstar, 50% saying, he got to do a little bit more, a little bit more first. And it's just like when you have somebody like that and you're right there too, and you got that talent, but it's just like your shit is just not getting looked at because you got him right here. So yeah,
But
that's
imagine you're Jaylen Brown, who, when you look at the numbers, you average 3 less points than someone who people put above you. You average 3 less points on a 4% higher clip. I think Jaylen Brown averages 23.6 on like a 47% clip, while Jason Tatum averages like 26.3 on like a 42 or like 43. And then there's also like they're similar in like in rebounds. I think in Jason Tatum might get more assists, but when you're Jaylen Brown, you can attribute all of that to the fact that Jason Tatum's going to get more looks than you. The offense is designed to give Jason Tatum more looks than you.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's
that's
easy to say that it's easy. You could also say that Jason Tatum, I mean not Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, given that 1A and not 1B role, could be getting Jason Tatum numbers.
I understand that. Go ahead, quit my bad.
Is this and just to refresh my memory, is this in reference to Jaylen Brown, or is this the superstar quota period?
It's really quarter. I mean, you could really transition into that quarter period, because that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, what would be that criteria? And at this point now, as we're diving into it, what would be that criteria that would determine superstar status? Like, what boxes do you have to check as a player to get superstar status?
Okay, we'll double back around for that one. The talk about Jaylen Brown, though, I will say, and then, well, I guess it does tie into the quota anyway, period. But part of the superstar thing the reasons that I would say that Jaylen Brown is missing that moniker, and Jason Tatum, I'm sorry, is closer towards obtaining that, would be these couple things. One, as much as it sucks for some people, marketability and like that it factor, as far as that like star just personality as well. Not to say Jason Tatum is some like wacky nigga that's just like hilarious or something, but I'm not sure what it is that the society's latched on to. Maybe it's his connection with Kobe. I'm not sure what it is, but hey, Jason Tatum's got that like popping persona outside of the court of basketball as well, and that plays a role into being a superstar, at least a little bit. The second thing would definitely be similar to what you said, and I've seen Jaylen Brown do this, but so there's another add-on to it, which is being able to give them the ball. And like you said, Javen, everybody can just be like, all right, bro, he's about to just win this for us. Whether it be in the fourth quarter or the whole game, he's just carried that torch. The only thing, and the reason I would say that Jaylen Brown is lesser than Jason Tatum in that respect, though, is that I haven't seen Jaylen Brown do it on the biggest stage. I've seen Jason Tatum do it on the biggest stage already against Giannis. I remember Giannis went for 44 and 20 just last round, and that's a game you're supposed to lose. It don't really matter what your team is doing. You're supposed to lose a game. Giannis puts up 44 and 20 on you, but they didn't. And why? Well, it's because Jason Tatum went. I was going to say he went for pretty much 50. So he's like, all right, if you want to go for 44, I'm gonna go for 48. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So doing something like that really does matter when it comes to superstar status, because I've seen Jaylen Brown win games for the Celtics, but it was like against the Magic. I've never seen him win a game for the Celtics in like clutch time, crunch time, do or die against a really tough situation. Jaylen Brown, bring us home. I haven't seen that yet, and you got to do that a couple times.
Jaylen Brown, bring us home.
But so
I get it.
Then, as a matter of fact, I'll toss that back off to you, Javen, and then you can start off with the superstar criteria.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I 100% agree with you guys. As of right now, I would not say that. Really, I wouldn't say either one of them would be a superstar in this very moment in time. Who would be closer? Obviously, Jason Tatum. That getting that Eastern Conference. You know what? Actually, this is what I'm gonna say about that trophy. Actually, about those conference championship trophies, like the MVP trophies that they give out for the conferences now. You know, lie to you, I really don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, it's cool, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think that should be something that should necessarily go into your like Hall of Fame status criteria. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that should be one of the first things looked at, opposed to a regular season MVP. You know what I'm saying? getting the finals MVP, obviously, getting a championship. I think that's probably one of those that should be looked at with. Okay, did he get an All-Star? All-Star game MVP. Oh yeah, he also did get an Eastern Conference Finals MVP. MVP. That's cool too. So that's just a side note, but I think what I'm saying as far as Jaylen Brown, like you said, you're definitely right. He's at that point right now where he can definitely do it. And like Lee said, it's just the opportunities just really aren't there because there's somebody else already there that's
They
been
already
established.
hitched their wagon to him. They've
Yeah,
already pretty much predetermined, like, hey, bro,
yeah.
unless you just somehow essentially eclipse this man, he's about to be our next it.
Which is it's funny because who got drafted first? I think it was Jaylen Brown got drafted first. Actually, I think it was
I'm
Jaylen
not sure.
Brown and then Jason Tatum. But I know they was back to back. As far as like the years, they was like it was.
Jason Tatum just had a higher pedigree coming out of college, though. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely, they both did though, because Jaylen Brown, he went to UCLA and he got drafted third overall too.
Oh, okay.
They both got drafted third overall.
Trust the process, Celtics.
Jaylen Brown was the same year as Ben Simmons. It was that year. It was the no. He was the same year as Markelle Fultz. That's what it was. It was at Markelle Fultz. I forgot who else. I forgot who went number 2, and then it was Jaylen Brown that year. But I mean, yeah. Once again, I think if Jaylen Brown was on maybe like a Magic type of team, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere where obviously there's not somebody like that. Matter of fact, even better, a Knicks. If he was on the Knicks. I think if he was on the Knicks, we could be. No,
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know
who could happen. I don't know if KD could change the Knicks around.
I'm just talking about his superstars. That if he's doing that on the Knicks, I think he'd be a superstar on the Knicks. Niggas was just
he might be a superstar talent, but I don't think Cats would call him a superstar. Cats only call you superstar when you
gotta win. You gotta win too.
You gotta be a winner.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Superstar talent.
Superstar talent.
Yeah. Superstar talent. Let me change that. Superstar talent.
As far
as he's already.
He's
I think he's already that.
Now.
Yeah.
I think he has superstar talent. I don't think his like Lee said, it's just not consistent because it's sometimes his fault, sometimes not his fault. But I think if I were to generalize his talent right now,
I think both of them suffer from that.
I don't think Jason
Tatum is notorious for his ability to disappear one game and the next game come back and drop 30.
Well, listen.
For disappearing.
This is what I say about that, and I used to agree with you on that, and then I heard Richard Jefferson actually talk about it on NBA Today, and it changed my mind about it a little bit. You do got to give credit to the defenses that have been going up against the Celtics against Jason Tatum as well too. You're talking about the number 3 defense in the Warriors, during the regular season. You're talking about the Milwaukee Bucks, who had, I think they actually had the best defense in the league. So you're talking about teams that like in Miami Heat as well too, the great defensive team. So you definitely gotta give credit to those teams. And you looking at his numbers, I think they said he only had one game in each round where he had, was playing pretty shitty. But I understand what you're saying about the fourth quarter. We have seen some fourth quarter instances where it's like, why does Marcus Smart have the ball in his hands at the, not that he shouldn't, but I mean, where's the the ATO for Jason Tatum? Yeah, like what you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on? So I definitely understand that. But I think right now both of them. I'm sorry, not both of them. I think right now Jaylen Brown is more hovering around a consistently all-star talent. If he were to have the ball in his hands a little bit more, if he were to be that guy a little bit more, then we would see more of his superstar talent coming out. What would y'all say is that criteria then? What would be if you had to
go for superstar?
What's a good amount of boxes?
Consistency.
Like 5 boxes.
Consistency is big. Consistency.
Yeah, five boxes. 5 boxes. Consistency is one.
Being a winner.
That's one or just two? Or that's two.
That's two.
That's two.
Oh,
That's
okay.
two.
I thought you said
Consistency
consistency and win. Okay.
No,
Consistency, being a winner.
Being a winner. Meaningful points, impact performances. You have to have those notable performances people can look back on and say, yeah, he did that.
Two more.
Not really two more. To be a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. If you produce and you're consistent and you win, I think that's about it for me. I don't think you need two more.
It's gonna be considered a superstar in this league.
Well, like
I
said,
can
if you want to throw
more.
marketability
Yeah.
in it, if you want to throw that in,
that does. I say that matters because you can't really be a superstar, like superstar, like.
Only
Like
reason
even
I
Kawhi does
refute that. Kawhi was terrible commercial. Kawhi was the
but he
least
gets
marketable superstar I've ever seen.
That's not true.
And that's
not
that's
true.
why,
No, that's not true at all.
That's not true.
Because he's so unique as a person that he just becomes marketable.
Who's a less marketable superstar? I think if you're an undeniable superstar, you're an undeniable winner, you will become marketable regardless. I think if Bol decided to drop 30 a night and started winning championships, they would become commercial.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it does come down to
Kawhi in anything insane. Like in San Antonio, like Kawhi wasn't doing shit. Kawhi wasn't in no commercials. Kawhi was not marketable at all. He was barely. You could barely talk to him in interviews.
He was on commercials in San Antonio. I remember
the
one he was in
those
there.
Like low key bank ones. Like DeMar used to be in those.
No, he was on there with. He was on there with.
The low key bank ones.
He was on there. He was on there with Manu. No. I said Pop by accident. He was on there with Manu and this is Boris Diaw, I believe it was. I think Tim Duncan might have been in there.
Oh hell no!
Mandatory Spurs commercial. He
was part of that.
I was a Spurs fan. They have mandatory Spurs commercials, bro.
The mandatory Spurs commercials.
They said, "Come on down to Cactus Jacks."
Makes them go to those.
Well, hang on. Actually, I need some refresher. Actually, because that I was thinking about your question, Lee. What's the Luka commercial?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
I'm asking because I mean you said a less marketable one. I don't
Luka Doncic
any Luka commercials. He's a superstar for sure. That's not deniable. I don't think.
Luka Doncic is damn near the face of the league. I won't say he's not marketable. And okay, that's if you believe him to be unmarketable, they made him the face of the league. They literally
he's not the face of the league.
They literally have him on like every
single
Luka Doncic.
That's
like Luka Doncic. They are pushing to put him in position to be that.
That's the
and
shit.
He's probably not marketable.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
Y'all don't remember? Y'all don't remember literally in that who did Denver play that first round?
Hold on. Before you
Golden State.
Denver played Golden State first round?
I don't know.
I mean Dallas.
You said being a winner makes you. You said being a winner is what you have to be a winner to be a superstar. What nigga ain't win shit.
Well, there's other things to it as well.
But then
he ain't a superstar.
He's an impact performer in the playoffs.
We're not talking about winning a ring.
There's meters and metrics to it. You gotta add a little bit. He has a little bit more production with a little bit less winning. With like there's an equation.
There's that, and also as well when we talk about winning. No. Forget the fluke in it. I'm talking about winning. Winning. I think that kind of goes hand in hand with like what Lee was talking about with the Kawhi thing. Just because you're winning is not meaning championship. It's just winning. Like you got to produce. So you got to bring a team to the playoffs. You got to get them going. You got to be able to actually be the star force of the reason that the team is winning. I don't mean championship.
Anthony Davis was always a superstar talent. I personally, and I know a lot of people did not consider. Well, I don't know.
So we talking about superstar.
I AD not consider AD a bona fide superstar while he was on the Pelicans teams, losing.
Okay.
I understand why you would say that. I
So that's what I'm
understand why you
saying.
would say that.
So if we're not talking about superstar talent, it's talking about you are a
You are a
superstar,
superstar.
bona
That's
fide
why I'm saying.
superstar.
I'm saying
That's what I'm saying
winning
though.
factors in.
That's what I'm
Superstar
saying. I
right
was like,
now, yes.
that's what I'm saying. Look at who else is a superstar in the league. Like I'm saying, looking at like the Kyries, the KDs, the LeBrons. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's just, like
Don't
what
throw
they got.
LeBron in that. Don't throw LeBron in. LeBron's in an entirely different echelon when we talk about this.
I
LeBron
mean,
could not.
but you just talking about like super. But, all right, but even when LeBron was like, okay, like, oh, LeBron is a superstar now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just look at what he did. Like, Luka ain't done that shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm just looking at. I'm like, Luka
You
ain't
name
done
me
that.
people that have won
I'm just
championships.
saying
You
Well,
because
no,
because
see,
no,
no,
because then you
because
start
he goes
because then
into.
you gotta
Go
start
ahead, go ahead.
throwing then you gotta start throwing in like then you gotta start saying shit like Trey Young's a superstar if you're gonna say Luka Doncic because Trey Young winning and he doing amazing shit too, but he's not on that. You cannot say he's on Kyrie, KD, Kawhi level right now. That's what I'm
Hang
just
on.
saying. I'm like,
Hang on.
just
Okay.
there's
Well,
definitely a difference in Luka and Trey, but I see what you're saying.
Trey doesn't count because he is winning, but he's far less consistent than any of the other superstars as well. So he takes a huge hit in that category. He's not consistent, and then
I won't
he's
say
not.
that.
Trey
I would not.
consistent.
I would
Trey
not say he is
consistent.
I won't
consistent.
say. I won't.
I
Say
would not say he's.
He's got to be
consistent.
consistent. He led the league in points. He finished.
He
with most
led
points
the
in
league in
this season.
points. He
He
definitely
finished
led the
with
league in
most points in the
points.
league this season.
Yeah,
Hang
he
on.
led-
Hang on. Consistency in scoring or consistency all around?
And
I
scoring.
mean,
All around,
scoring.
right?
His role is to
Hold on.
He's a
He's
scorer.
definitely consistent in assist as well too. He finished top 3 in assists. You know what I'm saying? And then as well as too, they definitely went to the playoffs again.
Oh,
I
yeah. No,
mean,
Trey Young is
Trey
legit. Trey
consistent.
Young is
Trey
legit.
consistent.
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I wouldn't be mad if someone tried to make an argument to me that Trey Young is a superstar. I mean, I wouldn't put him or Luka in that category yet. Personally.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well,
Yeah.
hang on. Before we continue on, because this derailed the conversation. Do you have a final point, Lee? Marketability, or are you going to leave it with those 3 and then the other 2? All right, yours, Javen. We'll just remain on the superstar on the list so that way we can actually get back to the people.
For me, is consistency for sure. So you gotta be consistent. Marketability definitely goes in there too. So that's number 2. You also, in my opinion, you gotta make it to the finals, y'all.
Gotta make it to the finals.
Matter of fact. If you don't make it to the finals, you at least gotta make it to the playoffs. At least to the second round of the playoffs. You gotta make it there at least 4 times in a row. 3-4 times in a row.
The second round of the playoffs.
Second round of the playoffs, and you gotta be the best person on your team for sure.
There's
You
context
have
to every
to be the best
situation.
person.
That's
on your
why it's
team.
hard to just say there's a flat line for it, because there could be a situation where someone is doing their damnness, like he's dropping 30, and like he's bringing his team to the second round of playoffs, doing everything he can every game, and just he can't do it. And I would consider that guy a superstar.
Yeah, so would I. That's why I consider Luka a superstar.
I wouldn't argue with that.
I can't. I'm not gonna argue with that in the next couple of years, but right now I couldn't. I just couldn't because once again, it's just like you look at who else.
I think right. I get that too because it's his first time doing it. Clippers was getting him out the paint every.
That's what I'm saying because he was getting bounced in the first round the past 2 years. This is and if you want to be realistic, nigga, that shit was a fluke. As far as you know what I'm saying, the Suns thing, niggas still needed 30 for 30 on that shit.
I won't call it a
Good
fluke.
Lord. Is he going down the LeBron path now?
No,
is Luka going down the LeBron path where even his accomplishments are now like
Oh, listen. No, congrats to Luka, yo. Congrats to Luka, but I definitely need a 30 for 30 on that collapse. Yeah, because listen. Yeah, like when it's just like you can't lie. Everybody was baffled. Like that was the number 1 team in the league. Number 1, you know what I'm saying? That was it. Like they was you can't lie. You was looking at the Suns like, yo, them niggas they definitely might go all the way. CP3 gonna get that ring and
I think
it was big
that
talk
should
about
count
it.
to Luka's merit. Like that should count to his merit more than it should count against the
them.
Suns.
I think so too.
That's what I think.
Now, I think like I said, I'll definitely give it to Luka. Like I said, especially in that series, he definitely stifled them niggas. He definitely he came out there with some circus act types.
He made runner up for defensive player of the year look like a chump.
Yeah, that was crazy. But I mean, you know what? Yeah, like I said, it is. It's one of those criteria and one of those things that is just like you're always gonna look back and try to and have to compare to like who was before, and that's what's always gonna make it tough because it's always gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It's like just the same way I'm sitting here looking at it right now. I'm like, damn. But I mean, can he like? Can I put him on the same pedestal as a Kyrie, a Kevin? You know what I'm saying?
Luka?
Like yeah, like you know what I'm saying. As far as like just overall achieve, like because you look at the achievements and it's just like, all right, well, that nigga ain't really done shit.
I think
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
looking at the past.
I tell
And
you,
I'm gonna be honest, and I don't want to say this
who
because
he
I know
is.
you're a Kyrie fan.
Oh,
But
Lee,
at this current moment,
you stole my point. You stealing my
don't
point.
consider Kyrie a superstar at this
You
point
stealing
in
my
time.
point.
And I would,
You're stealing my point.
I could
gonna
see
say
people taking Luka over Kyrie at this point in time. So like,
I was gonna say it, Lee. I'm not gonna lie to you, Lee. No funny shit at all on my family. You just stole my exact point. I was gonna say that exactly. I was like, bro, if we're gonna be real and not go back to 2016, and we look at Kyrie in his career as a total and compare it to Luka current day. I don't know if I can really. I think that they're the same level of superstar. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they're the same level of superstar. I think they're both adequate number twos right now, and with the proper amount of help, they could be number ones. But the amount of help they would need is crazy.
Hey, team this Luka up with that Cavs LeBron. They getting that ring?
Hell yeah.
Of course they gonna get that ring. Of course they gonna get that ring. Look, I'm not going. I mean, I ain't no hating ass
team
nigga.
Luka up with Kyrie. I think they're winning.
No, they're not winning. No, that's not happening. Oh. But listen, spicy ass take. If Kyrie didn't get hurt that year, that year he was with the Celtics, they would have already had a ring. Spicy take. That's just a spicy take.
Like 17, 18?
That was 2000. That was 17, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I know y'all remember. I know y'all remember that first game, that first Celtics game. Yo, that boy Kyrie came out and dropped.
Took him down to the
boy. That nigga dropped 50 points. Yo, and then after that, I remember then they had like the longest active winning streak for a minute.
I'll agree with you if White Boy didn't get an injury too. If he can stay healthy too.
Gordon Hayward,
if Gordon Hayward can stay healthy too.
I forgot about that. That was a wild injury. I forgot about that.
All that shit happened first game. All that shit happened in 1 year, yo.
Shoot, we can take it further back. I think Kyrie'd have more rings with the Cavs if they didn't go down that first go around against Golden State when LeBron went absolutely bananas and lost his. Yeah. I think they probably would have won that too. Like, I think there's a good bit of stuff he could have possibly done, but similar to what Lee said, I don't know if a superstar, man, because his resume minus LeBron not looking too hot, man.
Listen.
Now I'll still off respect put Kyrie over Trae Young.
Yeah. This is what
I don't think Trae.
All right, this is what. Here's the thing, though.
Trae Young's nice. Like Trae Young's undeniably nice because he checks boxes. He's consistent. He's a great scorer. He's lifted that Atlanta Hawks team. Like he's gelled it. He's the gel guy. And I just can't deny it. Like you can't deny
I see him in the same place as freaking what's his name? Tatum. I see him as Tatum at the same exact spot. So I guess he's on the cusp of superstar is what I would say.
Kyrie is the closest talent to Kobe we've seen since Kobe came in the league. There's no way that you can't tell me that man is not a superstar. Kyrie Irving is a better basketball player than Luka Doncic.
More skilled.
Basketball is a skill sport.
He's more skilled than Luka.
Definitely,
I take the well, I mean, I can give merit to that because Luka's not a good defender either. He should be, but he's not. Luka's not a good defender at all.
It's
barbecue chicken on Luka.
Luka's But Luka is tall.
But Luka's also a triple double demon.
He's tall.
So I mean,
He's
yeah.
tall. It
Well,
doesn't.
here's a question I'd ask
Yo,
you, Javen, and
man.
maybe you just actually don't agree. Man, minus the LeBron side of things, I think plain and simply, Luca affects winning more than Kyrie. Because I get the whole skill thing, and I hear that a lot for the Kobe thing as well. And I'm always trying to figure out a way to word this because I think people always get that so confused. And it's like, I get it. I get it, man. Like if you slow down Kobe's motions and like to a .2 speed, it's probably the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. You've never seen somebody grab the ball that way and fade away at that velocity, at that end. I get it. I understand it's gorgeous. But that does not always translate to winning. And so my question, like I'll repeat it as well.
This is
I think Luca
I'm still
affects
giving
winning more
this.
than
This is what I.
Kyrie.
I'm still
This
giving
is
that
what
Kobe esque award to DeMar though. I'm sorry, I gotta rock with my man. But go ahead, continue.
I
I
don't
would agree with that
agree.
actually.
Mm.
I would agree with that too, yeah. But
I don't.
yeah.
I don't agree with that. With that Lucas shit, with the whole affects winning more. This is what I'll say about that. Because before Spencer Dinwiddie came on that team, we was looking at that like we was looking at that Mavericks team like,
You talking?
nah,
You're talking. You're
nah,
talking.
nah. You know what I'm saying?
They were on a
Niggas,
skid.
yeah.
It was bad.
Because niggas was like you never looked at it and hear me out. Like you could let me know if I'm wrong or not. But before, like, you know what I'm saying, this little thing that they have, you know what I'm saying, you was never looking at that Mavs team, even with Luca on it. When looking like, man, that's a championship team this year. Yo, they definitely gonna contend. Like, no, they was just, you know what I'm saying, just getting in, maybe like what, like 5, 6, 7, maybe 5, 6, 7, like was their their seeding.
Mm-hmm.
Any team you look at with Kyrie on it, we was definitely like, Boston might do something this year. The Nets are looking, they looking cool this year. Oh man, the Cavs, Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, and I think that's what it
But
is.
he's
Like,
proven himself to be of that caliber, like gotten a championship, everything. So people have come to expect that. Luka has yet to like literally grasp that yet. And I imagine that if he ever does, he'll be held to that same regard. Like Luka should be winning wherever he goes.
I get that, and I guess this is what I'll say about that as well too. If it takes another person coming to his team, like, because like with the whole Kyrie thing, like niggas ain't know LeBron was coming back. Like that was just something that he did. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we need LeBron, like please come back. Like it wasn't just like LeBron was like, yeah, I'm coming back. I need to win one for Cleveland. It just was having to line up that way, and Kyrie got drafted there. But if now we talking about moving teams, and because I honestly don't think Lou's gonna get it done with Spencer and them niggas. Like I think they got a better shot.
You got hold up now. Remember now, because that series, that Warriors series could have looked a lot different. They didn't have Tim Hardaway Jr. And I'm big on Tim Hardaway Jr.
They didn't have Tim Hardaway Jr., but I still think because at a certain point in time, like, Luka's been in the league for what, 4 years now, right?
About 4 years.
Yeah,
Tim's their number 2 scorer. And what did they lack in that Warrior series? Scoring.
And that's what I'll say about that. That's what I'll say about that. Because I'm all for a good role player, but at the end of the day, I still am going to understand that it's a role player, like, and it's a system fit, and things might change the next year. It may not be that same role player may not be exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? People come back different off injuries and shit like that. Luka legitimately needs a certified number 2. I don't know if Spencer Dinwiddie can be that certified number 2, especially coming off the bench. I don't think that's going to happen. And if they have to go and get an actual number 2 for him, that's going to take a little bit of the dip in the superstar status for me. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you have
Why is
to,
that?
because if you actively have to seek out,
name me a championship team in the last decade that didn't have a stout number 2.
I'm not talking about having I'm not saying you can't have a number 2. I'm just saying, like,
he doesn't have one.
I mean, technically he does.
No, he doesn't.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
No,
Tim
he
Hardaway
doesn't.
Jr.
No. Well, no, he doesn't have
not
a number
him.
2 on that
But
team.
he has,
for championship aspirations, you need a bona fide bucket for your number 2. You
Well,
need
actually,
the number 2 to be damn near just as good as the number 1. Like the
Matter
number
of fact,
2's got to be like that.
I'm glad you said that. And this is what I will say about that. Quite the contrary. I know he wasn't playing the best, but I think that was a system fit. We're not gonna say like Porzingis wasn't, you know what I'm saying, he's still not Porzingis. That is
That was
definitely that's a number two. That's definitely a number two in my opinion. I think
Can
that's
you
just a
make it work?
system fit. I
well,
just don't think he can play alongside
okay.
Luka.
I don't know. Well, I don't know about the number two thing because there's not really anything aside from talent to back up that statement. I don't think. Like aside from just the fact he's nice, I don't think that there's any like accolades you could point to be like, hey, he did this when he was on his own. So put him with Luca. This should have been
Well,
worked
I
out.
mean, he definitely was putting up them numbers in the Knicks uniforms, but he got hurt, so yeah, and that happened. But that's like I just feel like I mean. Luka's definitely a superstar talent for sure. I think it's just gonna take a little bit more time. His stain is just gonna he gotta just have a little bit more of a stain. Like he did it, he broke a little bit of it like this year with that run. Um cool man, do it again next year. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep inching. So that's how I feel about that.
Another guy that I wanted to know about that's in a similar position. We spoken about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to a degree. Spoke a little bit about Trey Young and Luca. I'm gonna take it over to Jimmy Butler, superstar. No, no. Just a playoff performance.
And I hate to say that
And
because
it's so sad because it's
it is
literally the
sad.
only slight on his career.
It
He's
is,
just not.
yeah.
He's done everything in his ability to make himself the best player for that team and drag them as far as he can.
Yeah.
He's literally just incapable. It's like he's incapable.
Yo, that's not.
Superstars have like inhuman ability to like do. Like
I was gonna
he's
say
not inhuman.
there's a part on your list that you guys didn't say, and I didn't even give mine, but to add it in there, the last two, because it's literally the same things that y'all said, except the last two that I would say is one, like Javis said, the marketability that I think takes a big role. You got to have some kind of like pop to you. And then the second thing would be, and I'm surprised neither of y'all said this, in dominating as skill set in some degree. You can't just be at a bunch of stuff and get numbers. Otherwise, niggas like Vucevic would be an all-star. Like, no, you got to be a demon at something. You got to be a great passer, a great finisher, an amazing shooter, lockdown defender. You got to do something that's like, wow, this nigga does that way better than everybody else.
Yeah.
I think that's the final thing that would make you a superstar. You have to have a skill set that's like unmatched.
That's what I was gonna say personally. That's what I was gonna say about Kyrie is that overall basketball skill set is the reason why like I can't just sit here and be like, because I can legitimately say like, okay, I'm looking at the top 10 basketball players in the league.
Nobody got a bag like his.
Yeah, I can't.
The only reason I knock that though is because it's offset in my mind by the winning. Because two of the things that you just listed about like his teams always being in contention were teams with Kevin Durant and LeBron James on them. I mean, by proxy, I guess, you're going to be in discussion. But when you go back to that Celtics thing, only thing that could be said was Cats got injured and then he bounced up out of there. So really,
think about
and his time in Cavs before LeBron went back.
Yeah,
so it was like 1 or 2 years.
Being the type of player that Jason Tatum is, bro, you got to think about the requirements. Like that what it takes for a wing to be considered in the class of superstar. The last one to do it was literally Houston James Harden. We saw what he had to do on a nightly basis to get
35,
like going oak. And before that,
for like 3 years,
Kobe. Before that, it was Kobe. You have to be otherworldly in your production and consistency. There are 5 superstars in the league right now. Stephen Curry, LeBron, Joel Embiid, Giannis, and fucking Kawhi. Like there are 5.
Yeah.
KD.
Yeah.
6.
KD. 6. I didn't say KD.
Yeah. No.
Nah, I didn't say KD.
Okay.
I understand why though, because Joel had to come
that's
first.
about it. Yeah, that's about it. You're right.
That's literally it, and that's a lot. Like we throw around it. I don't think it's a slight to not be considered a superstar.
Kyrie said.
No, it's just a matter of well, really, it's a discussion just simply because we're at a point where the league hasn't actually been at in a really long time, as long as I can remember watching ball, which has been, we've got quite an overwhelming amount of young talent that should be able to overtake this older talent actually for the first time legitimately. Like LeBron James is, bro. this is where I knew it was changing. I knew the changing the guard was coming when I saw Jason Tatum block Kevin Durant's jump shot like multiple times in that series. I was like, okay, because he was torching my Rockets with that shit a couple years back, and now Cass is blocking him. Oh yeah, these young guns is coming for real. And then what Luka did to the Suns, I was like, oh man. They're really coming for these spots, like for real.
Man, I tell you,
someone who's trying shit, and I feel bad for like smaller players because it takes just more.
Man, I know he about to say.
More. But listen, Ja is putting himself in position to be like, yo, he's undeniable. Like he took that he rose Memphis from the dead. Like
I might even say, I might even go further to say he's closer to being the face of the league than Luka.
I was gonna say
then Luka.
Listen. I was gonna say I think between the face of the league right now. Well, first of all, let me say this. Let me not disrespect Jason Tatum because if he wins the championship this year, I might have to put that man over John Morant for face of the league. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going as far as like.
Wait, hang on. Who is it currently? Is it LeBron still?
LeBron.
Face of the league? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be LeBron. It's gonna be LeBron until that. LeBron gonna be the face of the league.
Until he's done.
Like the nigga, LeBron gonna be the face of the league even if that nigga coaches. He gonna be the
they gonna be doing undisputed topics on LeBron coaching. Be like, bro, this
I think Giannis got the closest. I think Giannis got the closest to taking it, but
I think he is. I think he's right up on it. it. That's because he's doing he's checking every box for the superstar thing. He's checked like the newest person to actually officially check every box. Like without even trying to sugarcoat any of his stats or nothing. It's like, wow.
Oh, let me not say that. I'm sorry. I'm disrespecting. God damn. I'm sorry, Stephen Curry. I'm sorry.
You said that.
Yeah. I said LeBron and then Giannis.
Oh, you talking about the face? Oh, you talking about the face?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Steph.
Listen, LeBron is definitely the face of the league.
I'm not saying Steph's the face, but I'm saying I gotta put Steph above. Steph is golden.
The
golden child. Steph
listen.
I feel like he passed LeBron for a little bit there.
Listen, man.
Yeah, during the prime dynasty, he did.
Cause listen, yo, I can't. Even though they got bounced, yo, you still can't deny when KD is healthy. KD be looking like the best basketball player in the fucking league. He definitely do. You cannot deny that. Yeah. And that's why. I guess if you had to ask me, current face of the league, who's
KD?
I lied.
No. I'm gonna say LeBron.
But how close is KD? KD he could be top 5 for you.
Hold on. I'm gonna say LeBron. Then I'm gonna say Stephen Curry. Then it's KD. Then it's Giannis. Yeah. Listen.
For the face of the league.
Yeah, who's in that? Okay. That's my order right now.
Let me remind you, they have the same amount of rings.
Listen, I understand Giannis. But one thing I will say is that I cannot deny last year. That was I've never in my life seen a nigga hoop like that before, yo. When KD did that, nigga, literally, because the nigga's feet was too big. That's why niggas
we're talking about bro. Yo. KD's like the people's champ. KD's like the nigga, like KD. What was that commercial? That's a bad man. He's like that nigga. He's not.
I'm just saying.
It's too many slights on his. It's too many slights, bro.
That can get overlooked if he wins with Brooklyn. I will say if he wins with Brooklyn, that'll offset the Golden State for sure.
What I was gonna say about that was I think low key, what made me go damn, KD really is that nigga, because when he went down. Man, ain't gonna lie to you, that's an asterisk next to Toronto's championship because KD went down. Sorry, Lee. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Don't do that.
Yo, I'm sorry.
I thought this was debunked. I thought this asterisk because of injury thing was debunked. Because there's a lot of niggas championships that could be rescinded.
Dog, I'm sorry, yo.
He said he's rescinding them all.
That's what I'm saying. Because don't do that. Don't do that.
He said I'm sending every package back.
Don't do that.
I will say this though. Then this is what I was disagreeing with is that I'm actually not going to lie to you because even at his best, I don't really know if he's all that better than Giannis. I'm not gonna lie to you. That nigga is different. That
Yeah.
Giannis ain't like, I don't really know if KD's actually, because the big thing that I hear about that, and that what a lot of people mean, and not you in particular, but what a lot of people mean when they say that KD's the best or better than Giannis in particular, is that the way this nigga gets his 45, it looks better. Niggas not
You know
really
what?
talking about the fact that Giannis is gonna have 45 just like KD, except it's gonna come off 22 free throws and 22. You
They
know what I'm
look
saying?
at it
I
like
don't
James
know.
Harden
yo.
said. He's rim
I'm-
running. They
yeah.
look at him just a rim running. What they used to.
Yeah,
He's definitely not
yeah.
that now. He's not
I'm
that
so
now.
sorry, yeah. I'm so
I
sorry.
don't know.
Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I disrespected the fuck out of my dog, yo. Joel Embiid, yo. I'm sorry. That's
For
the
face
best
of the
player in the
league?
league right
Cut it
No,
the fuck
Best player in the league
best
right
player,
now,
best
yo.
player,
Best player in the league right now.
Not
player.
face.
Best
We're
player in
talking
the
about the
not
best.
face of the
Talking
league.
about the
Best player in the league. Best player in the league right now. That's my dog Joel is that nigga right now, yo. Ain't cause yo, you can say what you want about the fouls and
Hold up the fuck up. Why did you just do that? Why did you just do that? I
What
can't
you
wait till
mean?
we look this footage back over. You can see the face you just fucking made.
Cause I said that's my
That's
my
that
dog.
dog in him.
He
He got
that
that. That's
nigga.
that dog in
That's
him.
what I'm saying. That's that woo. Nigga, that's
He
yo, come
closed
on.
his eyes, Quinn.
Oh
He closed
man.
his eyes when
Oh
he said,
Yo,
man.
cause you know how I feel about
man.
Philly, man. That's
Yo.
Philly niggas is different, yo. And when you the best player on the team in Philly, yo, you know you get that love, yo. Like niggas
You
gonna
saying
love
Joel
you,
Embiid is the
man.
best player in the league.
Yeah.
Bounce.
Yo, that is not.
He the best player in the league.
That's not his fault. That's not his fault. And you know
With
that.
James Harden.
Don't do
With
that, yo.
James Harden as
Yo,
your second.
don't do that, nigga.
Bounce.
Crazy.
Don't do that.
Crazy.
Don't do that, nigga. You know that's not his fault.
Crazy.
Yo, it's crazy because they gotta fuck my man's up every year just so we don't get a championship. You know how much pain that shit is, yo. Everything.
They be
Joel
touching them up, yo.
Yo, Quinn, yo, every time that nigga hit the ground, your heart stop, dog. Like it's crazy.
I'm not even a Lakers fan, but that's how I feel watching Anthony Davis too. Every time that
Nah,
nigga
fuck
goes
that
down,
nigga,
it's
yo.
like,
He
Nah,
got
oh
problems.
Lord.
Anthony
He got
Davis.
problems mentally, bro. He's not a dog. He don't got no dog in him, bro.
That nigga a
got
puppy,
dog,
dog. He a puppy, yo.
You know
Like,
what really, and it really makes me sad because in all no funny shit, when they won that championship, and my girl asked me, he was like, who's the best like top 3 or 5 in the league? When you go strictly off talent, AD's a top 3 player in the league. It is really sad that he really can't bring the top 3 talent. Take away
funny.
winning, take away any talent.
Because there's only 2 niggas in the league that
He's
I
top
think
3
that
talent.
could even I think that he could even like go toe to toe with Joel, and it's AD and Giannis. Those are the only 2 niggas in the league I think that could really get a nigga a run for his money.
AD compared to Giannis and Joel is light in the ass. They bully him every time they see him.
He is. But yo, AD long nigga. Yo, AD good on the blocks, yo.
I was gonna say that's
against,
the other
against littler niggas than
hang
him.
on.
Like,
see, this is what happens. This AD, you need to you need to come back. Please, because this is what happens when you be fucking up for too many years in a row. Cats talk crazy about you like this, bro. Because cats is not supposed to be out here abusing AD. AD, come back. Niggas not supposed to be talking about you like this. Like you supposed to, like, bro. He was putting a 40 and 20.
Right.
Like, bro, he was supposed to be contending.
If it's Nikola Jokic under that rim, AD might go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Cats talking about you light in the ass, man. You supposed to be out here. You're supposed to be out here contending with these cats, man.
Ass, nigga, that's crazy.
AD's a man. Who would you say the top 3 talent league? Just out of curiosity. Talent. Take away winning.
Curry, greatest shooter of all time. That's talent.
Okay. I can't get
mad.
LeBron
James is alive.
Yes. Okay.
LeBron James is alive. And
yeah. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, that shit was crazy. LeBron James is alive.
So shout out him, man. He's gained that kind of respect. Well, regardless of who you're going to say for this third one, Lee, I'm going to have to take Steph off the list. Go ahead.
Why? Whoa. Why?
Go ahead.
Why?
Who's
Why?
the third? It depends. Who's the third?
You can't just take Steph off the
It
list.
depends on who's the third.
Kevin
Who's the
Durant.
third? Okay. Yeah. So Steph's got to go.
What?
Yeah, Kyrie.
Steph's got to go. Okay. Kyrie's got to go too.
Wait, why are
Excuse
you just
me?
taking guards off the list?
Why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. Because one, I am not as fair of a man as y'all, so therefore, we're not doing categories over here. I'm not trying to fit a big and a forward and then a guard in there. I'm giving the best three, and Steph's not big enough to guard anybody out there,
Hot take.
so he can't be a top 3 talent because there's got to be both sides.
What
talent
you
do you?
size comparison?
You need.
Hot-
There's no talent on defense.
Bet.
No, I'm just saying, like
Nikola
talent
Jokic
in
is more
general.
talented than AD.
Who?
Nikola Jokic is more talented than AD.
Yeah, that's true.
Nikola Jokic has every shot in his bag. Step back,
That's-
fadeaways,
Hey, that's
passing.
true.
Like yes.
Oh no.
No, nigga, go say.
But hey.
See,
Hey, Quinn.
here's the reason why. Here's the reason why I say that, right? Because if you take them both at their best, at their very best, right?
Has AD
Nikola
won MVP?
Jokic.
Has AD won MVP?
No, he's not. No, he's not. But this isn't about accolades,
first of all,
correct?
come on,
We're
yeah,
talking about the
yeah.
talents, right? We're talking about the talents, right? I thought we were talking about the talents.
It takes a talented motherfucker to win that MVP. I know it takes a talented motherfucker to win that MVP. That's what I know.
Yeah, it definitely do.
I'm
It
kind of
definitely
disrespecting
do.
Joel right now because Joel.
I don't know.
also got a
Hey,
bag.
I was about to say, look, 10 toes, my nigga. That most
See?
skill player in the fucking league.
No,
yo.
I'm not gonna lie to you, James. I could jack Joel over
Nigga,
AD.
what?
For sure. I could
7'2"
jack
with
Joel
handles?
over AD. I could jack Joel over AD.
7'2" with
And
handles.
That's three.
I could jack that, but not Steph over AD. I won't say that. No.
Bro, that's crazy.
I won't, and I won't say. And the reason I said that with the Jokic thing, what I was getting at his very best. Let's just say they went head up, but game to game, and then whatever. Jokic end of that game, he'll have him. Yeah, and AD's
gonna have 20 and 12. And
AD?
No, Jokic. Jokic's gonna have 20 and 12 with 8 assists.
Oh, well, I was going to give him even more than that, but I was going to say AD's going to match him scoring wise and rebounds. He won't match him with the. He won't match him with the assists, but he'll have way more blocks and steals than him. That's for sure. Nah. Yeah, he'll have at least 3 blocks guaranteed.
AD don't be fucking up big men like that.
Nigga,
listen, my goodness.
Listen, if AD don't get hurt within those first 5 seconds of that game,
that is a valid
possibly.
Worry. No, that's what took him out of the.
Hey, it take a talented motherfucker to get hurt in 5 seconds. Here, I ain't gonna lie to you. So hey,
now you got it. Now you got it to a 6'6" wing running down the lane, looking at AD. That nigga sent every time. That nigga sent every day of the week.
Literally, every time.
Cause you got you a sick. You got put DeMarcus Cousins. Put a DeMarcus Cousins in that right now. He got enough dog left over. He got enough residual dog to fuck AD up.
Yo, so before we end everything today, man, I do want to know. All right, so who are the next? Who the next 3? Who the next 3 that's gonna be the LeBron, the Steph, the KD? Who's those next 3?
The next 3, I would say. Does Giannis count or no?
Luka Giannis.
Nah, let's go with the young Bulls. Yeah.
Okay, so if we're not going to count Giannis, then yeah, I would go.
Jokic.
No, I wouldn't go Jokic. I would go Luka. I would definitely say Ja, and then
Wait, how old is Joel?
Nigga, did you say Jokic?
Luka Joel. I didn't know. How old is Joel?
Joel is 27, 26, 27, 27.
Luka Joel.
I would say Luka Ja.
Wow.
I'll say Luka Ja and Tatum.
Joel, Ja, J Tate.
Joel, John, JT. Okay.
JT. This is what I say about Luka.
I
I
like
think,
Luka Doncic.
yo,
I
I don't like. I don't fuck with Luka, yo. Thank you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't about to
Why
say,
don't
man.
y'all like him?
Listen, I ain't no hating ass nigga, but I hate that nigga, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, listen,
I don't like his demeanor. It's the same reason why I gripe about LeBron. He's
I don't like
such
his game, yo.
like, bro, he cries a lot. Like, he's a prime crier. Like, and it looks bad when he does it because I don't know, it just looks terrible when he fucking does it. But I mean,
I just hate when he scores, yo. Like, I hate the way he looks. I'm about to say, yo, like his step backs are so fucking slow. Like, I'm just looking like, yo, how the fuck are these going in? These rainbow ass shots, yo. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't fuck with his game.
Then he tried to disrespect the NBA, the league. You know what I'm saying? It was easy to.
Yeah, nah.
Well, here's the craziest part, Lee. I don't really know if he's trying to disrespect him or not because he seems successful in that attempt thus far. Because I still say, regardless of the team losing, I ain't seen the nigga stop him yet. I'm just saying, I ain't seen the nigga put the clamps on Luka yet, really. To really like stifle him. Like,
hey, don't let Pat Bev hear that. Don't let Pat Bev hear that.
He has been locked up. Luka will get locked up by the nigga you won't think that like you can't put your prime defender on Luka. They're gonna play too fast. I forgot who said it in an interview, but like you got to put a slow nigga on. Like big men do good against Luka because they're slow.
Kyle Anderson or some shit.
Like like a slow nigga guards Luka really well. For some
reason. I think, bro, for the people who don't know who that is, bro,
Kyle Slow-Mo.
That would be the Joe Ingles. I need to see a one-on-one. No, I need to see the one-on-one. No, I need the Kyle and Luka one-on-one, bro. The slowest one-on-one in the history of the NBA.
Slow niggas go crazy. And prime Joe Ingles is definitely going dumb.
No, actually, as a matter of fact, Jamie, you're a basketball athlete, and I would like to end it off with this. Can you break that down to a degree from your expertise? How are you able to play slowly in basketball and have that shit just work still?
Yo, basketball, a lot of people don't understand about basketball is that at the end of the day, it is a very rhythmic game, yo. As long as you are in your rhythm, you know what I'm saying? You could be slow and effective. Now, Luka is also a tall player. So that definitely helps
from what
him.
I've heard.
Strong, his wingspan is pretty good. But like I said before, like when I was talking about his rainbow, I wasn't kidding like that. He has arc on his shot. So like when that shit goes up, like it's not like you see some people, this shit will go kind of go up and have a little bit of arc, but it'll be like more straight on. Mm-hmm. It should go up, like it flow up over top of, you know what I'm saying? So it's just that, and then it's just also when you confident and knowing, let's say you know your moves, you know your skill set, and you know how to control yourself, because that's really all what it comes down to. If you don't know, if you're not controlled in basketball, you know you're gonna be all over the place. So it really is more so go at your pace. And some people, like i.e. like a Steph, like I remember I saw Steph last night. It came down to like, and it's funny, I love fourth quarter games when they're so tight, because then that's when people start to actually play basketball. Like fuck all that system shit. Like nigga, give me the rock, you know what I'm saying? Niggas start doing moves. You be like, oh shit, nigga can really fucking dribble. Like, cause sometimes you look at the game, you like,
the king of the fourth.
You like, yeah, you be like, that nigga ass. Nah, I can hoop a lot better than him. Then he get the ball in the fourth quarter. You see this nigga do some behind the bag, through the legs. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit that you can never imagine yourself doing. I love that type of basketball. And you got niggas like Steph that do that. But then, like you say, you got niggas like Luka that he can come down the court. He can literally size you up, analyze it. And because he has so much length, so much like the strength, he knows he can get that shot up over top of you. So that's really what that comes down to, is rhythm, playing at your pace, and just having that confidence at the end of the day.
Let me ask you this. I got one question then. The Mavericks organization already came out and said they're putting him on a regimen. He's going to be smaller next time we see him. Does that affect his play positively or negatively, him being smaller?
I think for him, and in this league, positively, because that's gonna make him a much better. They're probably trying to get him to be a much better transition guy, because you need transition. You need to be able to get up and down the floor, you know, and run in transition. And in this game, and this the way the NBA this game is going, it's transition threes. Niggas is hunting for them threes first. when you get down the court. That's what niggas is looking for. Unless that lane is just completely wide open and it's just like you just be an asshole and not make the layup. Niggas is looking for them threes, and the Mavericks play pretty slow in transition. So, and that's definitely something that's gonna hurt you.
That's interesting because I when it comes to that, my first thought comes down to those playoff games, and what I mean by that in reference to the regimen is just simply a lot of those 40 and double-digit assist playoff games and them 45 9-9 games he's had in these playoffs, not just this past run, but the last two before that as well. He'd be wore out by the end of them games, man. So I figured that's really what it was for. So for you to point out the fast break thing is something that us casuals wouldn't even have noticed. Because I'm thinking, hey man, because I see it, he's out of it by the end of those fourth quarters, dribbling the ball every single possession.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. That's probably, I mean, that's 100%. That's gonna be what it is too. Because I remember when LeBron did that shit too, and I was thinking, I was like, well, first of all, you know, LeBron's definitely a big ass nigga. That's just gonna help him move a lot better. But then as well too, like notice or think back to when he started losing, when he lost that weight. I'm saying like I think that he was in Miami at that time, right?
When he lost that weight, he came back to Cleveland. I remember that when he came back to Cleveland.
He did come back to Cleveland.
When he came back and they had the skinny LeBron pictures drop. Niggas was like, "What the hell? This is not the Miami Heat 280 football player we've been seeing these past 4 years."
Hey Quinn, what's the most memorable LeBron moment in basketball history?
That chase down block.
That nigga ran from A to B.
I'm gonna say that point A to A. Who to say I don't know if he'd have made that play in Miami, Jamin. You might be on to something.
Luka won't be doing that. I can say.
Yeah, no, definitely doing that.
I don't think he'll be doing that in his wildest dreams. He
won't be doing that.
Nah, not at all, yeah. But yeah, that's what. Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely, he probably is trying. I mean, he definitely knew to get in shape and everything as well too. But that's. Like, if you ask me, that's what I'd be looking for. I'm like, yeah, you know, we need to be a better transition team. So it's going to start with you. You're definitely the best passer that we have on this team. So let's get it, Luke. Let's get it.
There you go. Yeah. And this was a hoops edition. You know what I'm saying? Inside.
I see the form. I see it.
Inside the Wolves. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how to work that inside the NBA. But nonetheless,
that's true.
Look at that. Shing.
That's right.
Thank you all for peeping us out this episode.
My hands.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, share. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that we can continue to spread the good conversation that we have here with the remainder of the world and start some more out there. To go ahead and peep us out on social media, Instagram and Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Inside Wolves, Twitter, Inside Wolves 1. We got a link tree that'll bring you to everything else below as well. We like to bring a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of enlightenment, and a little bit of fun to your day, people. Thank y'all for tuning in. Inside Wolves, and we are out.
For more Inside Wolf content, make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that link tree in our bio to bring you to all our platforms. Let's get it.